just a real quick reflection. I was watching an interview on Matt Fradd, which I'll put in the description, and he was speaking with Dr. Bergsma about the trifold vocation of man as priest, prophet, and king. And at the very end of it, he was being asked, why can't women be priests? And he just said simply that it was the wrong question, and that the woman is the temple, and that's why traditionally women veil and things like that. And that just started my own thought process. If man is called to be priest, prophet, and king, and granted, women are too, but in a special way, men are called to that, then what is the complementary call? And I think that it would be temple, land, and scroll. So, especially as a husband, I'm called to worship at the temple of our marriage. That's the altar where I lay down my sacrifice, myself, as both priest and victim, ideally being Christ-like, and that my wife is where we gather as a people to pray and worship. So I see that happening, like in our family rosary in the evening. It's not the same if my wife isn't there. She is like the temple where we all come together. And she's also the temple where the priest is called to care for and protect. And then as land or people of the kingdom that I rule, like I'm not doing a good job if my people aren't healthy and cared for. And that, begins in an ordered relationship. I'm a son of God, then I'm a spouse, and then I'm a father. So I need to be showing up for her as king, just really caring for that kingdom that is her heart, tending that soil. And thirdly, scroll, because if I'm prophet and I'm meant to preach repentance, I think that where I see that best is written on my wife's heart and the ways that she teaches me to see God acting in our family. So I need to be attentive as prophet to what that scroll is telling me, because I think that God will reveal to us as husbands a lot about ourselves through our wives. And that can be painful, but it's also really beautiful. So I'll link to the video, but that's my reflection. If the man is called in a special way to be priest, prophet, and king, then women, I think, are the temple, the land, or the people, and the scroll. Hope that helps. God bless. Glory to Jesus Christ.